I don't know if you're a big fan of streaks, whether it's good or bad, and what it means for doing that in September and how that's going to play out and what it means in October. So look at the Dodgers, look at the Indians. Will any of this have an impact on what their postseason performance will be?
Well, the Dodgers have a history of not winning in the postseason, so anytime you lose 11 games in a row in September, it's got to break your psyche a little bit, because if you remember 2 weeks ago, everyone was talking about them being one of the greatest teams of all time. So now all of a sudden you lose 11 games in a row, and people are like, what happened to the Dodgers? So you can say as a player it's not going to affect you, but at the end of the day, it's going to affect you, because you can't believe they were supposed to have this team that was built never to lose and just keep grinding out wins, and you lose 11 games in a row, it knocks you back a little bit. But I promise you this, I'd much rather be the Indians winning 20 games in a row than the Dodgers losing 11 games in a row.
But I look at the Indians, and it feels like nationally they're still not a big story. Why is that?
Well, it's because they're in Cleveland. I mean, if the Cubs had come back and won 20 games in a row, can you imagine the headlines? They'd be right up there with the 27 Yankees and these teams that won. So it's just because they're Cleveland, they're a little bit smaller market, and they also, this isn't a knock on their players. Kluber's a great pitcher, probably top 3 or 4 in all of baseball, but he doesn't command attention, because if you watch him last night, he throws a CG shutout to win 20 in a row, and he barely cracked a smile.
I know.
So that it was like, okay, great. I threw another shutout. I'm probably going to win the Cy Young now, and I don't even want to smile or celebrate it. That's what's awesome about him. And then, they have Lindor and they have Ramirez, some guys, but they don't command a lot of attention. They're not a group of guys that is out there just commanding attention, saying, hey, look at me, everyone look at me. They just go about their business, and I think it comes from Francona, and he does a great job getting them to understand what baseball is all about. They do it the right way, and they are really fun to watch.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.